morning, everyone. So my name is David Hernandez, and I am here to talk to you guys, or warn you guys about steroids, anabolic steroids and specifically. So I want to start with this quote. So steroids can seem necessary to compete at the highest levels, and the quick rewards can outweigh the long-term consequences to the user's health. All right, so steroids are, anabolic steroids are testosterone, which is a male hormone, and what they do is they produce more protein. So with workout, that protein turns into muscle and increases your size drastically and really fast. So the steroid also produces more ATP, which is the energy your body requires in order to produce this protein, turn into muscle. And what the steroid does is it makes more of this ATP, so you're able to work out longer. And you work out longer and you're able to lift more weights. Steroids are like they're not like any other drugs. Drugs are usually under they're antidepressants, there's painkillers, there's all that stuff. But steroid is categorized under its own drug. So to start off, not all anabolic steroids are bad. Some steroids are used to control breast cancer in women, and they help speed up delayed puberty in young boys. But people don't always use them for that. They cheat. So where can you find them? So these steroids are found, or anabolic steroids are found everywhere. They're all over the globe. You can find them online. You can find them. You can buy them in the streets nowadays, which is absolutely terrible. And they are legal. So anabolic steroids are legal to a certain point. You can get a prescription for anabolic steroids, but people use them illegally. You cannot. The thing about anabolic steroids is you can get them from a prescription, but you can't get them and then start distributing. So once you get caught selling the steroids that you get from a prescription, then it becomes a problem. And steroids are not cheap. They range from $292 to $1,199. So it's not a cheap buy. So what they look like. The most common form of steroids that we see nowadays is injections. The injections are quicker. They target your veins and bloodlines directly. So the steroids enter your system quicker. Then there are powder tablets and gel capsules, and they work a little slower in regards to how fast your body digests it. But when it does digest it, they have the outcome is greater, but they also have a really bad impact on your digestive system. And then one of the old school forms of steroids that people used to use are patches. It looks like a Band-Aid and has a small little chip that injects steroids into your skin. And they stopped doing this because just like the creams, it's probably the worst way to do steroids. It absolutely burns your skin and leaves terrible acne and scarring. And then going on to, and then these are the forms of, so those are the pills. They come in gel capsules and powder pills, like I said. And there's injections. People inject themselves in their legs, knees, arms, shoulders, and sometimes the buttocks. And then those are the patches, the steroid patches, and then the creams. So coming into the school, I heard that Holy Names is predominantly athletes. So I looked at steroids and regulations with NCAA. So anabolic steroids are absolutely illegal in all sports, no matter, from the youngest to the majors, they're absolutely illegal. And drug tests are conducted. They are NCAA, and the majors are able to actually come to your front door and test you for any kind of drugs, not only steroids, but if found using steroids, you are considered ineligible to compete in any athletic events or even be part of teams. So immediate effects. So these are a few pictures of some effects they have. They do cause acne, weight gain, inability to sleep, headaches, head hair loss, and arm and feet swelling. So that's pictures of the cream. When people get really excited, they use a little cream, and they see like a large increase in their mass, and they start using too much cream. They start using like an excess amount of cream, and this actually causes your skin to burn. And it's the same guy, and that's just the process of like burning. And then it leaves scars, which is like acne, but they're scars, so they're not gonna go away. And then so there's hair loss, hair starts falling. And then this picture is a little dark, but this guy's hand has no separation between his arm and his hand. It doesn't look like he has a wrist, it's just one straight like arm, and that's due to like the swelling, and you see how he's super veiny. So now long run for males. For males, your chest grows like a lot. It grows to great extreme. You do have urination problems. It does burn to use the bathroom. Your penis shrinks, and your testicles also shrink. And then there is a low sperm count when using steroids. So you basically cannot have children on steroids. For women, so there are a lot of women that actually do steroids, surprisingly. And steroids for women, so steroids are testosterone, which is supposed to be a male hormone. Once women start injecting or using these steroids, like great extremes, their levels of estrogen drop, and their body starts producing hormones like a guy. So the patterns that you'll see is they'll start developing facial hair, just hair all over their body will start growing that they usually didn't get. Hair will start falling on their head, so they'll start balding. Their voice will deepen. Breasts will shrink and convert to muscle. Start looking like guy pecs. And then you can't have, you can, but having a baby on steroids is absolutely dangerous because of birth defects. So, your chances of having babies once you start steroids is almost like impossible. You're not going to have children. And then, menstruation is normal, but not when you're on steroids. Menstruation, when you're on steroids, it becomes uncomfortable and irregular, and I'm sure it's not fun. And then, so overall, just don't do steroids. That's my presentation. Any questions? Yes.
You may or may not know the answer. I will do my own research. Are these steroids that are used when folks are making a decision to transition if they're transgender? Do you know?
I don't think it's anabolic, because there are different forms of steroids.
Yeah.
Like there's I know there's steroids and like eczema ointments, and like there's different kinds of steroids. I don't think protein building anabolic steroids are used for sex changes, just because, unless you're trying to get really big and muscular.
Well, I think
But
that's what I was